Hi everyone, I have started a video series for Git and GitLab. Today we are in the series 3. Already I have covered in the first lecture how to create an account in the GitLab and create a new project. And in the second lecture I have covered that how to initialize or download or install the Git. These two prerequisites we have required for this. Now in this lecture we will cover that how to submit, or we can say that whatever we are doing in our local, how to create or submit this project in the remote repository. So here we have two options. One, we are creating a project and then we submit this project or create an account in the GitLab, and we will submit this project in the remote repository. This is one option. And the second option, we are working in a project and some developer A, they have created an account in the GitLab and submit the project, and we would like to contribute something in that project. So for this we have another option. So today we will cover in this lecture how to create a project in our local, and then we can submit or add this project in the remote repository. So now it's time to the demo. I will go to the now it's time to the demo. So first we are in the Visual Studio. So in the Visual Studio, first go to the terminal. So once we will go to the terminal, we can create a folder. Okay, so you may go to the D folder, and then we can create, in here we will create a folder which is using mkdir. Let me write mkdir, then folder name is demo for remote push or remote repo. Okay, so now if we will create this directory, now cd this demo, we are in this directory. Okay, once we are in this directory, ls, now we will can check nothing is in this directory. We can select this from here as well. If you can see this, yeah, once you are in this folder, now first thing what we have required to initialize the Git. Okay, why the initialization is required? See, for the repository, like it's already we have aware of, this is the version control. For this, first we need a repository in the local repository. We need to submit or add the changes in our local. Okay, and then we can add this thing in the remote repository. Okay, so for this we have, in this is our local right now. First we have to initialize this Git over here, and this Git initialization means, now if we will initialize Git as a Git init, it means the Git is initialized and now it work as a version control. Whatever the changes we have done, we have submit in the here, it is control, the version control in our local repository. And you can see, once we have created this folder, one means git init, while we are execute this command, one hidden folder is created and it will help to do the version control. Okay, whatever the changes we have done, it will show and do, and do the commit, push and pull operation with the local. Now, and once you have initialized this, means initialization the Git, now it will work as a version control. Now what is the next step? We can add, we have create one file, test dot, or we can write demo dot py. Okay, here I can write printf print welcome one text I have written over here. Okay, now the first command you can use here, it will help you to check what is the status of the file. So the command here is git status. It will help us to know if we have added some file but we till now we have not added in our local repository. So this is the command git status. Now what it's saying, that no commit yet, we have not done any commit, and untracked file, it means we have modified or added one file but it is not added in the staging. Like in the what happened, the scenario is like that, we have a local directory, and after that while we are do the perform the git add command, it will come into the staging state, and once we have do execute the command as a commit, it will save in our local repository, and once we have done the push, then whatever the changes in our local repository, it will push in the remote repository. This is the workflow. So till now I have just created here a file, but right now it is not, that's why it's a untracked u it's written, and the color you can see it's a red color. Once I have add this file in our local repository, means in the staging state and to be committed, then it will come into the from red to the green color. Now I can add this, add test.py. now here I have one thing. Okay, I have, okay, sorry, demo, I have given the name as demo.py. okay, now here I would like to add some point. For git add, if we have a multiple file and we would like to add all the file, then we have a one command git add dot, but always you should take care of this, because if we have only modify only a single file in our project, so what happen if we will use this dot command, it means whatever the file we have here, all the file is updated in the, if we will means updated in the local repository, or if we will do the push, it will go to the remote repository. But what happened after this add, we will use a command which is commit with the commit statement. Okay, and whatever the commit statement we have given for this file, it means commit means while we are submitting some file, means we made some changes, that's why we have submitted this file. So always developer should give a proper name, proper statement over here, what the what changes they have made, because this is very very important, because other developer can understand what changes we have made or developer A has made while they have submit the changes. Instead of go to the file, open the file, see the log and whatever the diff, instead of this they can, using this commit statement, they can understand a basic that what the changes has done by the developer A. That's why it should be always a good practice, give a proper statement in the commit statement. And one more thing, if we will use that git add dot, it means all the file using the same commit statement. So what made wrong, like it will overwrite, like if you have not modified that file but it's saying that you have modified with this commit changes, so it will give a wrong impression. So always if you have multiple file, if you have modified only one or two file, just add using git add that file name instead of dot. Okay, it is a very good practice. Here I have what the command I will write statement as add demo file. Okay, because I have added some file. Now once it is done, you can see I have git status. If you can see in the, we are in the some branch, this is called as a master branch. By default we are always in masters or main branch, but I will show you how to create another branch and how to do those things in later video. Just Right now you will concentrate, we are in some branch, the name of the branch by default it is a masters. Now nothing to commit it because already we have done the commit statement. Okay, now our working tree is clean, like all the changes whatever add or whatever the we have created a file or project, this is in our right now in the local. So now if we will push this into the remote repository, what we need to do, see, we have already, I have explained in the video 1 how to create an account. Once you have created the account, you go to in this location, and I have already explained, but once again, like create a new project. Once you have created a new project with some name, okay, blank project, here I have given demo for remote repo. Okay, I have given some name. Once I have created, it's a right now it's a private. Once I have created the project, you will go to that section clone and just copy this URL. Okay, once you have copied this URL, go to here and write down git remote add origin, then URL whatever you have copied put over here, and then enter. Okay, once you have entered, it is added, but it is still, it is not pushed. You cannot see anything over here, that test file. Okay, and then once you have write this git push command, what it will do, okay, or you can write this command, I will explain later on. Okay, the changes will be, now see, now you have what you have done, the same project you have add in the remote repository. Now if you can see this thing, you can see, just refresh this, you can see this master. Okay, I have master branch, I will later I will explain why. See, I have the demo.py, whatever I have written in the demo.py, it is over here. So here our motivation in this lecture to learn how to create a project in our local and how to commit in the local repository and then add that project into remote repository, that we have learned here. In the next next lecture I will cover how to create, like someone if created, like already I have explained, someone is created a project, how to clone that project. Okay, thank you everyone for today joining this class. Yeah.